Hey y'all, it's Colum again. Today I wanted to hop on and share something that's been coming to my mind lately as a point to speak about. And everything and anything that I do share, I obviously don't claim as mine. It's an amalgamation of all the information that I've synthesized through my journey of self-discovery and personal growth, healing, etc. So the main three things are the lasso of manifesting, which I would probably consider I've coined that, and then also the ripple effect mixed with driftwood. So to just get right into it, as far as the lasso effect, I feel like a lot of people interpret law of attraction, understandably, as I stay in this stationary position and then it gets attracted to me, like how a magnet would. But how I kind of interpret life, the life journey with manifesting and the law of attraction, is obviously nothing stays stagnant. Everything is forever changing. Everything's transient. And so we are never stagnant in our concept of ourselves and who we are. And so the idea, which many people have talked about, is you transform into the person that has the thing or is within the energy that you're trying to manifest. And so how I interpret law of attraction more is like whenever you set out a desire, you're have this lasso of manifesting, and then you launch it towards your desire, and every time you do, it snags it, like you make the catch. But the thing is just like when you rope something, it's obviously going to fight, and so it pulls. And so the idea is that manifestation is going to drag you to the person, the environment, the situation that you need to become in order to have that thing. And so I almost interpret it like this big, super strong bull that I lassoed, and I can't hold it, so it's just dragging me left and right. And so that's challenge. And so I interpret it like, as long as I maintain grip on the rope and faith that I will end up in the position to have said attraction or desire, I'll get there. But the idea is you're getting dragged through the mud, going up rocks, getting hit, dragged all around, hitting things. And so you think like, oh, I'm not going the direction that I should be because for X, Y, and Z reason, if I had said thing, it wouldn't be going like this. But that's just our limited human mind. And so it's more of just like surrendering to the faith that since God always says yes, I'm putting out desire. We are ever abundant, infinity. And so it's going to happen. It's just a matter of when. And so I just need to keep holding on to that lasso. And so that's kind of the idea, is like I'm being dragged through challenges, and that's alchemizing me into who I'm supposed to be to have said thing. So that would then lead into the wave, the ripple effect of manifesting. It's kind of the same concept, just a different way of explaining it. Is think of a still lake, and every desire that you put out is a little pebble in that lake, and so obviously it'll create a ripple. And so that desire, that manifestation is happening, but you just need to wait for the waves to go to the edge of the puddle, the lake, whatever you want to imagine. And then once it comes back, that reverberation, that is the physical manifestation. And so it's just the idea of, again, like sitting in that middle, that waiting period, allowing things to not have to reflect your desire in the 3D in order to know and have confidence and faith that it's going to happen. And that's the whole idea of trust and faith, is even though I have nothing to go off of, I have no reason to believe what I believe, like I feel in my heart deep down it's going to happen. And then lastly, that's where along the journey, along the waiting period, there is intermediary signs and glimpses, which I've gotten this, so it's been shared to me that it's the analogy they use is like driftwood. And so I've never been out to sea, and especially like deep out to sea. I've been on a cruise, but they're saying when people are way out to sea where you don't see any land around you, as you're coming up to land, how you know you're arriving to land before you can see it is you'll start to notice there'll start to be driftwood that will pass you, that you'll pass. And so the analogy is in life, when you're working towards that attraction, that manifestation, there will be driftwood of signs that it's coming, but it won't fully be exactly what you want. So like in my life, and how I see it as an example is my goal is to become a full-time artist in the umbrella term. So right now I'm painting, like I have this mural in the backyard I'm working on, but I want to get into clothes, maybe even tattooing, etc., etc. Point being is that's my goal, that's my manifestation. And so if I have someone reach out to me or I reach out to them trying to drum up business for a commission or what have you, and things are going well and they're talking, and then for whatever reason it falls through or it just gets delayed, I feel like our natural reaction is to be like, oh, like here we go, like obviously it's not meant for me because it's just one thing after another. I feel like I just keep running into roadblocks, yada yada yada. But how I try to look at it is flipping it on its head and seeing it as like, this is driftwood. Obviously this isn't the physical land that I'm seeking, but this is showing me that it's getting closer because I hadn't gotten this far before. I hadn't spoken about getting potentially doing a $20,000 mural. So it's like, this is, even though it didn't happen, this is the first time I was in serious business talks with another business or with a homeowner that wants it in their home. And I learned from that because now I know like what I could have done, said something slightly different. Maybe I should have been prepared with this documentation. And so that's just now putting that in my mind of like, all right, for the next time I'm going to be, so each iteration I'm getting one step developed and obviously closer. And so then there'll be the crescendo point where I finally come across a buyer or a business owner who is ready, sees the value, and I have the equal amount level of preparedness and just preparedness. And so then obviously it would happen, and then you would see it as like, wow, you had this big break and you finally got your chance. Because like, if you kind of look at it in the way that I'm explaining it, it was almost inevitable. It's kind of the way that salespeople look at like reframing how you approach cold selling or just selling in general, where it's like you will get a yes every percentage of no's. So if you just look at the no's as something to be positive, to look forward to get out of the way, then the rejection doesn't land in the same way. So that's pretty much it. That's just been on my mind, and I feel like someone out there may benefit from this. So appreciate y'all. Love and light.